Welcome everyone to another breaking IT news update here. This time here exclusive from Forbes. Warning over Chinese mobile giant Xiaomi recording millions of people's private web and phone use. Certainly the usual. Yeah, so what they found here is backdoor basically with the phone functionality. The security researchers say there about the new Xiaomi phone, only half joking. Anyway, data has been sent to remote servers hosted by another Chinese giant, Alibaba, which were rented by Xiaomi. So discovering in the Redmi Note 8, the seasoned cybersecurity researchers found the worrying amount of their behavior being tracked. Various kinds of device data were also being harvested, leaving spooked with that his identity and his private life was being exposed to the Chinese company here. No surprise there. Probably a recurring theme here, not only with this company. And so basically a lot, so even when they looked around the web, the device's default Xiaomi browser, also default, even on Samsung, I don't use this garbage Samsung internet. Yeah, although Chrome, with Chrome it goes to Google, right? But yeah, probably we need some more independent open source browser. In similar news, recorded all the websites visited, including search engine queries, whether with Google or the privacy-focused DuckDuckGo. So yeah, use DuckDuckGo for the security like we hear sometimes, and then you have everything transmitted to China. What an amazing feed. Every item viewed on the news feed featured on the Xiaomi software tracked appeared to be happened, even if they use the supposedly private incognito mode. Yeah, thank you very much for that amazing achievement, and that is what we are here for, spreading such kind of words. And all the data was being packed up and sent to remote servers in Singapore, Russia, and web domains hosted and registered in Beijing. What could possibly go wrong there in Russia, China, and also Google's and servers. Anyway, in the meantime, they responded here, and innovation for everyone, innovation of using open source, of other people's stuff, and slapping it in a rounded rectangle. Amazing innovation, but also yeah, a little bit unsorted, you have to say, like start and like seriously what the heck. So it looks like they updated it multiple times here, start and whatever, and I'm not sure why it needs to look so random garbage, but apparently it does. Express appreciation for the researchers' engagement, passionate and constructive discussion, and of course they believe this functionality in combination with their approach of maintaining aggregated data in non-identifiable as in device identifier and IP address, but yeah, non-identifiable for MyS goes beyond any legal requirements. Yeah, seriously, no, if you have not written, but also recurring theme of our series 300 pages Apple stuff of there, who's ever reading this fine print. So as long as it's not written in the fine print, also recurring theme, probably you want to read the fine print, right? I wonder if there is a fine print. Hereby you agree to send each of your usage behavior and each website you use there to our servers in Russia and China. But anyway, beyond any legal requirement, that fine print has to be read. I certainly didn't agree with that. But what is super funny here is that they mentioned here in all the start and so on. Let's just double check. So statement to the Forbes article there, Xiaomi was disappointed to read the recent as they were disappointed. Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't send all of our freaking digital life and web browser history to your freaking servers. Read the recent article. They feel they have misunderstood what they communicated regarding the privacy policy principles. Yeah, actually, maybe fun fact: if you're sending all the users' data to servers, no matter if they are in Silicon Valley or China, then you have no privacy principle and policies. We really need to stop hiding this, even at Google and Apple and Microsoft. and Amazon hiding this behind 300 pages of fine print that we previously in Apple Spam also read here on this channel. But if you're sending all the users stuff to your servers, then don't call this data privacy and principles and policy. Users privacy, internet security, a top priority here. You know what? For this, I even spared no efforts and nope, that is not a privacy and internet security top priority. Confident, strict whatever, end stop whatever stuff. And here, for an example, usage scenario, the URL collected and identified with web pages load slowly. So they only want to find out what web pages load slowly. Yes, because they want to give them insight to how to best improve the overall browsing experience just for the user. They just want to find out which websites load slowly for you. And yeah, if the website loads slowly because garbage, like our 180 drop frames, garbage DOCSIS cable stuff, then yeah, it's probably their server and engineers in China can do something about websites loading slowly. Anyway, fun fact, pro tip, if you want to optimize your web browser, do it yourself in your lab, in your research lab there, of fancy Xiaomi fame, and not do it to users. Recurring theme also, recurring shout out of Google, Apple, and all the other fun stuff. Having users beta test this stuff is not a top priority of spare no efforts of best whatever. It's having the user beta test. If you care about your user experience and optimizations, then do it in your freaking research lab and test the websites yourself and not collect all the user URLs. Anyway, innovation for everyone, yeah, seriously. In similar, not as amazing news, Steam stopped SteamVR, ended support there for macOS, so their team can focus on Windows and Linux. So yeah, 2020, macOS so much of a focus that now we rather do Linux instead. Certainly shout out for still supporting Linux. But if you were wondering where the macOS ecosystem is going, certainly also next year's ARM Max maybe here of previous live stream fame here. Now we have here this speaking about drop frames. Anyway, so there were a couple of them. Yeah, taking macOS seriously after all those peak bugs, and yeah, Pro Max that starts at $7,000 US, something of that sort. In similar news here of Checkmate and other jailbreaking fame here, you find your first 0 day and it's an epic logic flaw in iOS. So this is apparently already in 2017. I slightly wonder why this is here on April 30th. Interesting. So not really 100% sure if this this came there along on the Twitter. So not really sure if this is an previously unknown 0 day, if this is fixed in the meantime. But what is also interesting here, so this is brand new some days ago, the first 0 days that could be done literally by anyone of, if you were wondering, in case of peak bugs. What does it mean? So 0 day is of course previously undisclosed security vulnerability, and logic bug meaning something of permission checking of is this user ID that, does he have this permissions or buffer over underrun and similar fun stuff. Then someone sent me here this link, it's in German, but I translate anyway. So here's some startup in Germany, unfortunately, wants to make surfing more secure and greener. So this is so hilarious. So some startup here, one also here VPN service, right? They want to develop another VPN service because we don't have enough of them, of snake oil stuff. But this is the best snake oil because not only do they want to make you secure like all the other amazing VPNs, right? But they also want to make it greener. apparently. So they running 100% renewable energy stuff, but they already, of course, big tracking like Google, Facebook, make money with collecting your data. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Nearly every website you open collects information, and like Cambridge Analytica, the usual stuff like all the enemies there. Something to protect you, and so they want to make a VPN because whatever. And so what I want to call out here, because someone sends this to me, is like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, what do I think about this? I think that about this, and this is what I need to apparently here recurrently remind here, that so not only they want to make it greener, right? So there are servers, there are VPN, and there are you. So they don't make it. It's impossible to make it greener with more servers there in the middle. It's like no. Even if they run on renewable energy, this renewable energy, they're still spending those electrons, and so they rather should those electrons should rather be used for something else, like your light at home or your cooking appliances, your fridge, you name it, your power drill or your electric car. And they also want to filter it. So they want to filter your internet traffic. It's like, of course, double face palm. I mean, I soon need here like shift this hotkey for double face palm. It's like, yeah, actually probably like VPN filtering. So yeah, why is this laughable? Because of course, if your internet traffic should be secure, so theoretically we should approach 100% HTTPS, so all the without man in the middle, secure connection between you and all the internet servers of Google and stuff. And so they can't even filter it, right? So if we have like 99 or whatever, let's encrypt everything, right? Then they can't filter this stuff. Otherwise it would be man in the middle, and you certainly can't man in the middle unless like Kazakhstan and other amazing countries wanting their countrywide root certificates on their device. So yeah, they can't break this encryption without a root certificate. But anyway, you certainly don't, you're not making the shit more secure for a small or big, doesn't matter, small or Google startup of their root certificate of breaking up all your encrypted traffic to filter it. It's like, no, it's so hilarious. That they even want to propose this. So this companies, in my opinion, I'm really sorry to shout this out, but people who want to take you such double snake oil, it's really hopeless, and you should certainly, nobody should give them some cent. They really missed you had one job, but yeah. Also like 100% certified water energy, hydro energy is like not making this filtering VPN startup any better. But hey, it's green. Anyway, last but not least of this, mostly Xiaomi shout out here in the beginning. At least, hey, scientists now create glowing pants using mushroom genes. So in case you're wondering, at least we get apparently new technology could help shed light on plants working and lead to unusual home decor. Yeah, 2020 with all the filtering VPNs and Xiaomi and other tracking all the internet traffic. At least we get glowing plants for having some more fun at home in our self-isolation. There was glowing plants, in case you're wondering. That's all I have for you today. Let's see how this more recurring faster stream of how long with 2,500 drop frames of garbage docks internet. So hey, Xiaomi, you don't need to read all the traffic. This garbage docks, this cable Germany stuff, not amazing. 10% drop frames with 4.5 Mbit outgoing live stream. Can't make hope it wasn't too broken. But anyway, that's it for today. So watch out for all this. It's for your security data collection and green filtering VPN snake oil stuff. And hope you learned something. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope to see you soon for all the next breaking IT news and other fun stuff to come.